Yo, yo, how's it looking, sounding out there? It says green, but it's flickery. Flickery green. Let's bust some Grown to Like You, and I'll wait for y'all to filter in to the space theater. We still got amazing Great Red Storm, and we got atrocious tracking. I tried. I did a 2-star alignment, but it's still a little bit drifty. Yeah, so happy you made it. I'm just sitting here eyeing the streams, seeing if it holds steady. It's so frustrating and distracting when the stream goes awry. But awesome to see you, Mary. We played catch a few times, hoping you'd show up past few streams, but I did a rendition the other night. Perhaps you caught it. But yeah, hope you've been well. Thanks for the shout, Ellie, on the audio. What up there, Yo Q? What up, Cleary? What up, Light Moon? What up, Sully's Girl? And everybody rejoining, thanks for your patience. I don't know, it's still looking a little red, but I don't know, I just want it to be steady. I feel like it's an internet drain, a plasmoid affecting spectrum. Yo, what up, KJP? Happy Saturday, Sunday to everybody. Doing this electric space show. So Io crossed in front of Jupiter when I was watching it earlier. We had this shadow of Io and the red storm came around. It's been a really beautiful night of viewing. I'm going to take us over to Saturn real quick. Jupiter's starting to set, but we have a bit more. All right, back on the mic. Cue the spaceship. All right, so Saturn is looking pretty good. I can see it's a bit noisy, but that's because I got the 3X, and you know, even though it's very clear tonight, the storms have been moving through, so it's still kind of wet atmospheric turbulence. So I'm just feeling chill tonight. Not going to talk too much about stuff unless anybody has questions about Electric Universe. But just suffice to say that we're instantly connected to Saturn right now through filamentary currents of electricity that we can't necessarily see. But kind of have to just understand that we are all connected instantly. That's really empowering. So I also encourage everybody to check out playlists section. I've been kind of updating a bunch of them and adding new ones. And I would also say check out last night's moon stream, the 27% crescent. Really good chat and like insane footage of Gassendi crater. Also, just talking about like how Aristarchus and Schroeder's Valley looked like sinuous rills and scarification. It was a pretty deep show. I don't think I'm going to stay up for the moon tonight, so it was good to close out on that note. Yo Q says, that ain't real, bro. It's too perfect. That is definitely a hologram. I mean, it's pretty incredible. I don't know if it's a hologram, but certainly just this insane structure in the sky. Almost 1 billion miles away. And somehow in this kind of stasis with the rings, or evolving rings. Can you imagine seeing it really, really close? Perhaps we were inside the sheath. Yeah, Electric Universe is one of those things that's so fun because not only is it exploratory and it's kind of full of adventure and science, but when you look at space, you can kind of deduce things on your own. And that's really nice. And just, I don't know, I keep saying empowering, but that's what it really feels like. It's relaxing and calming. We talk about how conspiracies really, or even common, popular science irritates people. Like good science and good experimentation should excite and feel really peaceful, in my opinion. Oh, is it as 350 million? Give or take 350 million. What was I thinking? I'm just looking this up. 890 million miles from the sun. Okay. Wrong mental image. I guess it's, what is it, from Earth? The distance to Saturn from our planet is constantly changing. When the two are closest, they lie approximately 746 million miles. Oh. Cleary, what you talking about? Made me question that, but I think I'm right. Possibly. Also, who knows? What's 750 million miles anyway? Constantine, I'm back. Had to check the back of my property. Damn. Glad everything's okay. What's up, Timothy Martin? Yo, what up, happy honey? Share this amazing image, or almost portal. I feel like I'm just kind of this connected system that is aggregating data from space and distributing it to the world. I'm the corner shop with your real space footage on hand. Can I get you a pound of Saturn? Coming right up. Yo, what up, Cichlid Visuals? Trying to fight the algorithm. The autocorrect algorithm. Or was it the keyboard demon? The keyboard jinx. Says we're all part of the same game engine. Some of us are NPCs, non-playable characters. Some of us are main characters, but all of us get to pla. Oi Lamo, demand it. Gotta love it. All these girls says space cosmology has finally moved out of the dark ages. I wanna see it that way too. I feel like YouTube, with all its pitfalls, is truly some sort of equalizer when it comes to sharing data and looking into historical events. What album is this off of? This is a new track that I haven't put out yet. It's from this year, from the past few months actually. So it will be out, I think towards the next full moon. I keep aiming for a full moon for the next album, but I'll hit it this year, I promise. But I appreciate the compliment, thank you. Damn kebab demons, I read it as damn kebab demons. Those guys suck too. If we live in a simulation, says Cleary, someone hacked the system and changed me to a billionaire on a yacht. At risk of getting in too deep over there, think about it. Like, what would you do differently if you had $1 billion and a yacht? Would it change your personality? I don't know. I kind of think I agree with the philosophical mentality of, don't have too much because you're always looking over your shoulder. Have just enough and you'll feel pretty good all the time, which is nice. I believe there's AI in the wires from my headphone and the guitar cable. They conspire to wrap around my microphone stand every night, and then somehow wrap around the back of my foot where they couldn't necessarily wrap around, and somehow pull over everything and break the guitar and unfreeze the ice cream and put out the broccoli and kill the neighborhood cat. Literally, these wires have it in for me, I feel. Let me know if you've had similar wire demons. I mean, literally, you unhook the wire, put it in its own tube, and it somehow kind of wraps around, coils again, and finds its way back to the worst hook possible. Shut up, myself. Damn it. Stop interrupting me. I shall put something with less voices. Happy Honey Big Bear says that shit is real. Exactly. The guitar chord demon strikes again. I've experienced impossible coiling. And like, exactly, and you can't uncoil it. It's literally like put your guitar down, dig out like a head flashlight thing, toolkit, gears, and call a friend and ask them to help you uncoil this goddamn wire from the microphone stand. And then to top it off, like when you just ultimately give up on uncoiling it, you roll your computer chair over the headphone wire, therefore like cutting it and ruining the headset forever. Because of course you can't replace the wire from $100 headset. That was the freaking worst. I can't believe we've been to space, to the edge of reality, like, and the United States says we walked on the moon and we can't have like proper headsets that don't harbor demons. Oh man. I mean, like, yeah, I guess we finally got wireless, but it's the same thing. Like everything has a USB hookup, and I don't know, it comes with this whole set of problems. Actually, I'm not complaining. I'm using wireless headphones right now, finally, because I gave up. But I had these AKGs, and I was like, man, am I really going to buy a whole other $100 headset just to not do freakish wire coiling? Anyway, so funny. And the way I've learned to deal with it is to just look at it, take a drag, and and just chuckle really hard and just, blame it on the underpants gnomes. I mean, seriously, what the hell? And of course, it coincides with dropping the telescope remote, which is also this unique device that you can't fix. You just have to replace for $100. It's all these $100 devices that just add up. Old school track. Sick of all those
let your mind, of those little boxes. Got you let your mind, of those little boxes. Got you let your mind, of those little boxes. Got you let your mind, of those little boxes.
Y'all are kind. Appreciate it. It's a fun night. Yesterday was really cool too, so I encourage you to check that stream out. It's fun really doing those late night or early morning streams. Mary, have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. Good to see you. Hope I catch you soon. What do we got over here? What we got? Jupiter setting right now.
I left home.
literally was not moving the scope at all. I was just like pressing and it just kept just worrying. I don't know. And then the stream cut out like a bunch of times. Funny stuff tonight. Strange things afoot on Earth. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit. Seems steady. So I'm actually pulling up Stellarium. I want to make sure I got the moons right. I think it's Io that just passed to the right, so that's almost certain. Yeah, it was Io, Ganymede, Europa, then Callisto. So I was off by one. Yeah, so directly to the right of Jupiter, it's Io, Ganymede, Europa, and then Callisto should be somewhere here. There we go. Callisto all by herself. Yeah, low audio, or is it, I'm just trying not to overtalk. I'm trying not to speak over the audio so that one or the other is actually obscured. Obscura. Damn, have I lost Jupiter again? Now come back. Come back, Jupes. I don't know, the remote is actually the Joey remote. Look at that. The diffraction just moved in all of a sudden. Jupiter's nearing the horizon, so you got that the fringing. Perfect time for Prism Dagger.
I believe
for saying that. And all I can say is the encouragement is really amazing. So it keeps me kind of wanting to write, and I get inspired by people telling me that my music affects them. So I don't know, I'm just very grateful for it, you know, that I get to like share my music directly with fans that really appreciate it. Same thing with the space. All the space. Same thing with space in general and astrophotography. That, you know, with all, I've said it before, but all the pitfalls of YouTube, you still have this ability to share this amazing content directly with fans. So I thank you for the sweet words, and I'll keep writing dope stuff, and yeah. Next moon cycle, gonna be a lot of live stuff. I wanna play keys and guitar. I'm gonna set it all up properly. This has been the rainy season in Florida, so next month and the month after it's just gonna get clearer and nicer and more settled. I'm really excited for October, November, December, like November for the Mercury transit of the sun, and October for the really amazing moon views that typically happen. I went back and checked all the years. It seems like October and then again like December and January down here. Chrome Fantastic. That's so funny. I've explained my process before, and sometimes I'll just hum something, and I think I hummed something around, I don't know. That's funny. Yeah, I'm from all over. I've traveled everywhere, but this area is nice. It's very chill currently. It doesn't feel like the rest of America necessarily. I could have ended up on the West Coast, but Florida seems to have drawn me here somehow, and it's got this whole crazy ability to like see the sky for most of the year, which I never had before. Truly amazing. I'm looking for a track, something I haven't played in a while. Yeah, Corey, I'll check it out. I saved it in a tab. Alright, so we're going to say goodnight to Jupiter, move on to Saturn, just for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go take it chill. I'll definitely play Chrome Fantastic before the night is over. So the rocket launches, just for the record, I do see them, but it's at an angle that is really almost impossible to capture more than a wisp of smoke. And moving the scope around for just like 10 minutes of a wisp of smoke is not really worth it. But I'm able to see it from there. So especially, and also like it takes a clear day, otherwise it's completely invisible. That's the rocket launches. I'd like to go to Cape Canaveral at some point and take some high-res photos. That'd be fun. Can I catch? That's a lot of releases on my Bandcamp. Yeah, so for everybody that's looking at the Bandcamp, that's where to find some stuff currently, but I have a lot more that I am about to release soon, so listen to the stuff on Bandcamp, and I don't know, probably a month or two, but a lot of the new tracks I've been playing on the recent shows, that's going to be a whole new release, so I'm probably going to put like another 10, 20 songs maybe on Bandcamp that'll be part of the bundle. So if anybody wants to get music, maybe wait a month or two. I'll try and do it sooner, but that's the plan. Otherwise, you can go back through shows. I tend to play a lot of like new material constantly. So even my regulars, like if you want to find a track, go back through like a certain period of shows, and you'll see that I'm playing basically everything I'm writing and weird demos of stuff, and you'll see how tracks evolve. I've actually been having a lot of fun going back myself through the channel and remaking some playlists. Anyway, good quick time before I get up to Saturn is to shout out Electric Universe, Thunderbolts Project, Electric Universe Eyes, See the Pattern, Greg J, Chronos, Electric Universe Eyes, and a bunch of other people. And I found a really interesting video. Actually, I put everything in the playlists, so go check out my playlists. I updated them, but I found NASA talking about Electric Universe from way back, or plasma cosmology for like a 2-hour thing. What did I find? I found an amazing breakdown of radiometric dating and all the different pitfalls and the aberrations in radiometric dating. And so, yeah, I was trying to talk about it tonight, but man, I am like cooked. Especially after last night's stream. It was up till 5 in the morning, and then I stopped I actually did some more footage after the stream, so I was up a bit longer to get some killer shots of Aristarchus. You know how I do. All right, be right back. So this is that table side mic and a little pop filter that I have. Now I'm super wary of it. I'll try and speak off to the distance. I always feel like I want the audio to be as perfect as possible. But this is one of those setups that I don't have so much control over, even though I should. Short of buying another iMac. I can't do it, but it's pretty funny how fast it spread, that whole rumor about storming Area 51. Obviously nothing would really be there at this point, even if there was anything. But it's just so interesting how truth about physics faces so much difficulty in terms of getting out there, but the fact about raiding a remote base in the desert, what can immediately get out there. From nowhere coming all. Also, I gotta be honest, the tech is so powerful that you could land Area 51 stuff in plain sight and people would never notice it. Right? Isn't that the implication, that UFO technology is super high tech to the point where it would either be camo or it would look like just your average space vehicle, your average like car or bike, and that would also be a space vehicle. I don't know, it seemed to me that there are a ton of places around the world where that stuff is used and built. At this point, I think it no longer looks like saucers, maybe spheres. Or maybe it's nothing like that, maybe it's all in the mind. Like Lawnmower Man. So the issue was when you hop on the mic, the volume goes so low, which I would have to turn up, and then I popped it. Oh, okay, let me know if this is the right distance. This is one of those mics, the Sennheiser ones, that I'm not really sure about the distance. It sounds okay in the headset, but I also have latency, so it's difficult to get the mix. Yeah, so it's so high tech that that some of those things about storming Area 51 or disclosure is just something that almost could never really happen in that way that is imagined in movies. Yo, peace out, Constantine Blaze. Blaze, I like that. That name's cool. Good, I'll just try and maintain a regular distance and a calm speaking voice. Watch it. Alright, so the weather's getting a little bit turbulent and not as clear as before, but it's still gorgeous. We had some nice views of Jupiter. That's done for the evening, and I'm real congested, as you can hear. It's probably from smoking too many cigarettes. That's what happens late night. But like I said, last night was one of the cooler streams. I love that it came out well. Also, another opportunity to mention Emanuel Velikovsky, who at least questioned things in a really interesting way and kicked off an entirely different way of thinking about astrophysics, astronomy, geology, and the age of the universe. So I really intend to beef up all the playlists that I'm making and kind of have just full-on compendiums of moon stuff, electric universe stuff, I feel like it's just one of those very simple things you can do, just organizing and linking things together that empowers something. So definitely check out the description of the video. See, that's the right place to talk. Okay, there it is. Now I can hear it. There's just a very particular space where the latency is better. Yeah, Corey, check out the stream from last night, the waning crescent. You see such particular detail on Aristarchus and Schroeder's Valley. Same thing with, you see a cutoff version of Sinus Iridum, and then really interesting view of Mare Humorum. And this is the first time I've really noticed it, or at least been able to articulate it, which is Mare Humorum with Gassendi crater on the rim of Mare Humorum, and then another small crater on the rim of Gassendi. And so that type of kind of smaller crater on the rim of larger craters is such a interesting topic in terms of electrical scarring of planets. Really can't wait for the next moon cycle. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to approach it with a plan. We're going to look at very particular features. Of course, Aristarchus, but definitely going to look at Tycho and see how the two parallel rays change over time. Also look at, what was the other one I want to look at? I think probably Copernicus, and see how that actually changes the filamentary structure around it. Excited. Hell yeah. More space. Let's get some Chrome Fantastic, why not? If I can find it.
reverse and reverse. I'm driven along, I'm driven along, I'm driven a long, long way. You took my love, you took my love, you took my love away. I'm driven along, I'm driven along, I'm driven a long, long way. You took my love, you took my love, you took my love away. I'm driven along, I'm driven along, I'm driven a long, long way. You took my love, you took my love, you took my love away.
Yo, what's up, everybody? All right, so I'm gonna wind it down. I'm getting a little tired here. It's gonna be nice to crash, but look at this incredible view. This is Saturn and stars and its own moon system, Tethys, Rhea, Mimas, and Titan, very easily visible on the right. I'm gonna double check all these moons, but Stellarium keeps crashing. Literally everything is crashing tonight. Wires crossing, Stellarium crashing, and I'm gonna try not to complain. But I'll tell you what moons we're looking at. While I put a track on behind me. Keeping it all moving. What about this one? 80s jam. Alright, so to the left of Saturn, you got Tethys, and then to the, let's see, 2 o'clock, that's Rhea, and then underneath that you got Dione. It looks like there's a third one, but I think that might just be it's crazy. Maybe it's Enceladus? So Tethys, Rhea, Enceladus, Dione, and then Titan, super bright. And then to the bottom right, you can see a couple of light little spots. That's Eyepieces. It's crazy how many we can see tonight. So yeah, this will be the shot to go out on. And at the bottom left corner, got a magnitude 9.4 star. Yeah, no joke. Like, I don't think I've seen Eyepieces that clearly. Or those two are just stars, but Stellarium is not giving me that much info. Anyway, it looks really dope. So, go in a few more minutes, I'll finish my last smoke with y'all. I know whoever's already heard this, just repeating, check out that electric universe, y'all. Check out the links in the description. And just mentioning the names of the greats: Hannes Alfvén, Halton Arp, Emanuel Velikovsky, Nikolai Tesla, and many others like Ken Wheeler. Even honestly, Ken Wheeler, man, like, changed people's minds, changed people's eyes. Changed your eyes. You have your father's eyes. Alright, I want to find a song. Not this one. Although this one's okay. What about... Nah, too moody. Too moody. What about... Way back, way back. No, way too moody. It's the problem with writing so many moody tracks. I'm trying to find something uplifting. Certainly not that. No. Not that even. Anyway, while I find this, I can appreciate the view of the amazing Saturnian system. I mean, honestly, I was thinking about coming on tonight and putting on Halton Arp in the background. I might do that in the next couple of nights. Just his speech about intrinsic redshift, talking about the atlas of peculiar galaxies, and it's so important. And really, like, it seems like he's one of the only people ever recorded talking about that in real detail. So strange how the void of knowledge on YouTube occurs. The only black holes that exist are on YouTube. I don't know which song to play. This one's chill. Yeah, this one's kind of groovy. All right, groovy space night. Thanks, everybody. I'll catch you soon on another trip to our wonderful solar system. Stay wise, stay kind, and, you know, encourage other people who aren't polite to be a little bit more polite. It's the least we can do.